Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it is showtime. Hiya. Alright, let's go. This is the character we're playing. We'll see if we can get to Quaddle in time, as that's coming up in 6 minutes. See if I get to a live meta for it. Sometimes there aren't enough people doing Quaddle to make it realistic. Time is running. That wasn't optimal. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to get there a wee bit after Quaddle has arrived. And it'll more depend on whether it's a live meta or not. 4 minutes. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Bear with me, as I am trying to get to Sparkfly Fen as quickly as possible. See if I can get in on some Quaddle action. I think Sparkfly Fen is one of the maps that I would want to be working on tonight. So if I can get there and get some action taken care of on Quaddle, that would be great. Uh,
1,250. Huh?
Three minutes. Sparkfly Fen. That's Quaddle. He's happy to see everyone, as you can tell. Well, hopefully there'll be enough people. I'll get there a little bit late, granted. I won't be there maybe for the first phase, but not all of it. Almost. Actually make it. Still a minute plus, so yeah, I'm gonna be either make it or be close enough as make no never mind. I would like to, if possible, get the waypoint that's down here in case I die. I have a waypoint to return to that's close. Managed to miss it somehow. Nope, there it is. Just in case I croak. Of course, that would never happen. I'm an experienced player. We've got less than a minute. But we're almost there. we made it in time. Plenty of people. Let's see. We will grab some delicious birthday cake. And then we'll ignore it and instead grab the lovely coq au vin. Delicious. There's something in the water. And we'll turn off player names. We got here in time. In the water. That means it's showtime. Here comes Tequila. Gonna jump out of the water. Gonna knock over the building up there and ruin the real estate values.
Setting up. Battle sight.
I was not quick enough to get out of that.
On the right, I'm dead. Cut them down.
A lot of people dead already. Whoop, that's not ideal. Shockwave coming. I avoided the shockwave. I'm a pro. And then something killed me before the effect showed up on the ground. And that's why I'm glad I grabbed the waypoint. I would like to simply point out that that death, or downing, was complete and utter bullshit. In that I could not see the ground effect until I was downed. Now, mind you, I can do plenty of dumb things, and I will, as I play this evening. I can, most assuredly, get myself killed by the Twaddle. I've done that before. But in this particular case, that one was most assuredly not actually my fault.
I'm calculating the odds.
Shockwave coming, and he's about done with his phase. Okay, now the easy stuff. If you've never done Tequaddle. What are you even doing with your life?
Your end is not.
Wither.
What happens is every 25% he will fly off, as he just did. We get to kill him for 25%. And then we take care of a bunch of his mobs. This is timed. All of this stuff is timed. So you cannot do it any faster. I mean, you can murder the mobs faster, but it's always going to be the same amount of time. Tequaddle is gone, then he'll come back. But if we have kept all of the parts of the mega laser, this thing, intact, it will stun him the instant he lands. And we can peel off the next 25% before he even does anything. So basically, the hardest part of the fight is already over.
Replenishing.
I'm neither here nor there. The enemy is attacking the western battery. Defending.
I could outrun a centaur.
Rise and serve.
I actually cannot outrun a centaur. That was false advertising on my part.
Lethal combination.
And
I like it.
he's coming back. The mega laser is charged. Here comes Tequaddle. We never actually see Tequaddle get blasted by the mega laser.
You are finished. Above and beyond. Rebound. I'm neither here nor
That's how amazing I am.
And Tequaddle has been stunned for the entirety of that 25%. That's the fight. It used to be a lot more difficult. Now we just murder everything. Let's make sure we grab this waypoint while we're here, because we can.
You are all weak.
That hypnosis lasted 5 seconds at the most. I do so wish that in this fight it wouldn't just
They'll have to hit. I could outrun a
randomly
centaur.
change my camera. The hypnosis is up again.
Great wisdom.
Not sure which isn't working, the bleeding or the crippling. It must be bleeding doesn't work on this. Maybe crippling. I mean, they don't have legs, so it could be crippling.
The western battery's under attack. Protect.
Yeah, it must be the bleeding. Which is unfortunate, because that's a good chunk of my damage on this build.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, another 10 seconds.
Train all weapons on the beat. Bring it down. Open them up. Try and take them out.
Poor Tequaddle. Flies in, gets knocked to the bleep out. Flies off again. Repeat.
We need the power cells to bring down the bottle. Protect them. Target is in the air.
Feel the fury.
See how the camera has changed again? I didn't do that. And it is really frustrating. Alright. Come on. I know you're coming, Hypnos. Come on. There they are.
So, feel the fury.
Western battery. Defend.
Take them out.
Take them out? For what? A nice dinner?
Never capitulate.
I like a nice dinner.
Time to do some real damage.
Vacate these premises.
Are we evicting or killing them? I mean, if we're, evicting them, I'd be fine, but, we should know.
Eastern battery. The bottle is closing on your location.
Replenishing.
It's got bleeds on it. I don't know. It must be the cripple then that it's immune to. Oh, and we're
I'm up.
just a few more seconds. The Quaddle will come down. They'll get bazookaed by the Mega Laser. And then we'll burn through the last 25% of its poor, sad existence. It's flying and boom! Oh! That's gotta sting.
Leave me be. Replenishing.
Attacking enemy targets. Destroy them all. Get fully stuck. 1,000 storms. Light. Will never capitulate.
6%. Good evening.
Sick of it.
And once again, poor Tequaddle. Knocked all the way back to Zeitan.
Victory comes with a cost. So many dead.
We shall sing their songs to our spawn who will be born.
And that was another level.
Yes, a fine home for all Hylic. Spread the word. All tribes are welcome here.
We dodged. And no, we're needing more points. All right, we got lots of presents here. I had forgotten that at lower levels you actually get more presents.
Mine. All mine.
And now the big one. Can I get an Ascended? No. But going through this will take a minute or two. So many goodies. Longbow. My current longbow is a level 30. I think a level 53 is probably better. Can't wear that. Dagger. No. No. A 500 scepter. Significantly better. Short bow we don't use. Pants. These are better pants. I've got new pants, and I cannot lie. 450 shield. Slightly better. New chest. Not quite as good. I'm going to assume this focus is almost certainly better. It definitely is. .594 power precision. Better. That's got to be better. 578 longbow. Better than the one I already just equipped. New shoulder, so that's 2 pieces of armor. Not as good as the pistols I'm using. That will be 3 pieces of armor, possibly 4. Immediately 4. So 4 pieces of armor improved, which means a potential of 4 spins of the random die wheel
standards.
Until we get something we like. Pardon me as I salvage
Power flow at 30%.
everything
Rerouting.
else.
This is the only proper course.
Alright. Those all go away. That gets up. That will get sold. That gets consumed. Nom nom nom. This gets thrown away because it cannot be salvaged or sold. Which hardly seems fair. And yet, we'll open those. We may have more items. That's 5 pieces of armor improvement. A sword, 505. I can have 2, right? 418, 418. I don't. Power, I think. Dagger cannot use, and the boots are not as good. almost done with the re-gearing up,
Begin
and then we
destruction
will play
protocol.
die roulette and see if we can get any die improvements. Oh, one more. Bleep.
Target destroyed.
Our current look, not that good. We have up to 5 respins. Here we go. Do not like. No. Nope, 2 left. Definitely no. And the random gods have determined ugly. All right, we are now going to actually work our way through this map. But we'll start from the tippy top. That's Blood Tide, Sparkfly, and we're barely of a level with this, so that's why we got so much so much gear that was useful. I think that's part of Blood Tide. And the passageway is there. Yep, okay, so I believe Blood Tide was one of our options. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Adventure Guide 3. Right, that was for defeating the world boss. Fields of Ruin, Lornar's Dredge Hunt, or the Heroic. No, I guess not. Masterwork. Blood Tide Coast, Blaze Reef Steps. No, it's the next one north. But we needed the world boss. We got the world boss, gave us XP, gave us a whole bunch of new gear. So I'm not going to complain. The Blood Tide Coast. I have mail. Daily gather and yield. No biggie. All right.
Time to fight.
Oh, well, let's talk to Pokecatl and sell our crap. I don't have any crap? No, I actually don't. Well, let's go ahead and equip the Seal of the Rabid. After all, what could possibly be wrong with something called the Seal of the Rabid? Are any of these that do not have a thingy in them? No, none of them are. That doesn't have a thingy. Now it has a thingy. Thingies are good. I approve of thingies. And we'll start with a hero point over here. 2-Eye Ignatl.
1,250.
Let me really quickly turn back on player names. And we'll fight 2-Eye Ignatl. Bring it on, punk.
Taste my venom.
Feel the fury. Time to do some real damage.
You are a worthy
All right.
opponent. It is a shame I have so much more booty to count.
And that should now allow us to open up our next in the Virtues line, which we will be adding in approximately 15 levels. Blood Tide Coast is one of the ones we need, right? One of the ones we can use. We defeated the world boss. That one didn't count. Event in... No. This one doesn't count for the events. I did a bunch of events in Field of Ruin. Why didn't those tick? Mining ore. No, none of these. So, oh, the world boss in Blood Tide Coast. Is that Triple Trouble? So it's not in fact a good map for this. I need to be in Fields. I did Fields of Ruin. Did I not do Fields of Ruin last night? Am I hallucinating again? I did Fields of Ruin. Why did I get credit for 0 events in that map? I am at a loss to explain. Alright, well. I am confused. This is neither surprising nor news. Fine, fine, fine. Blaze Ridge Steps, I guess. Oh, please. So the second batch of previews for the classes came out today. I did not give them a particularly deep study. The Skrittmancer, I'm sorry, Antiquary, looks fun. I have no idea if it'll be good. It has a significant random factor involved in it, which will encourage some people and discourage others. Wow. Rude. What are we looking for? Ogre things. Stands. Oh, I think I've got to go over here. Oh, did I say res the people? So, dead dude, res dude. What were the other two? Paragon seemed fairly straightforward. Ritualist was the one I was looking forward to most, and I'm not convinced. But then we've got, what, like 2 weeks? 3 weeks? We get to the playtest for a week? For all the new specs?
Thank the gods you came along.
I'll want to at least poke all of those.
Time to do some real damage.
Time to do some real damage. Up till now, I've been doing fake damage. Hey, I'm not a fighter, I'm a healer. I mean, unless I get attacked, in which case I'm a fighter and a murderer. He's happy. If you're happy and you know it, burn down an ogre banner. Rock dog. Rock dog. think I also have to mine in here, if memory serves. So I might as well start mining because I got a boatload of mining to do.
You think you can take me?
Let's summon another ogre by burning down their flag stand. I hate it when you do that.
Feel the fury. Time to do some real damage.
Evidently, I was not doing real damage before. Felt like real damage. Things were dying like it was real damage. I guess not. How was I to know that it didn't count as real damage? Okay, credit for these rock dogs if they don't have any ogres with them.
Feel the fury.
No, I'm not within the appropriate radius. No, we've got ogre and raptor. This one, does this one count? No. Lately, I've been enjoying watching non-Guild Wars 2 streamers discovering Guild Wars 2.
Thank the gods you came along.
Yeah, thank the gods for what I did. Sure. You're not scoring any points, buddy.
Target destroyed.
For instance, a few months back, well, actually, maybe as much as like a year back, Preach, primarily known as a WoW streamer, who has broadened his horizons, was playing through Guild Wars 2. And I couldn't catch his stuff live. He's in the UK. But I did enjoy catching his stuff on VOD. And he played blind. No, not with his eyes closed. Although that would be quite the accomplishment. He basically didn't want people to tell him anything about the game as he played through it. And so he essentially disabled chat from his point of view.
Did that hurt?
No, through how much of it? Through a lot of it, if not all of it. And he played it all the way through all the raids and everything. And my favorite anecdote about that, well, there's a couple. The costume contest he held in Lion's Arch had some absolutely amazing stuff and some utterly hilarious stuff too. But at one point he's, I don't know, maybe halfway through or something, his entire thing. And he says, if you're a fan of MMO RPGs and you're not playing Guild Wars 2, this is a direct quote from here, you're fucking yourself. Okay, I wasn't close enough. Now I am. There we go. We'll lead him back here. Repair the fishing nets. Me and the other guy both. Grab the fish barrel. I now have a pet drake for a moment as I'm giving it omnoms. Pet drakes, they love omnoms. Not really pets, actually. But they do love the omnoms. So I was watching Zepla HQ. I only know about her because, well, I'd seen her in dual streaming with Preach. And she's been playing. And today, she finished out Living World Season 2. Got the big reveal for her Sylvari character. Then watched basically the initial trailer for Heart of Thorns and discovered from chat that that's how we found out about the expansion. Was you finished off Living World Season 2 and they told you the expansion was coming. They hadn't announced it previously. And that appeared to blow her mind. If memory serves, it blew our mind at the time too, so that's a problem. It's like, what? There's an expansion coming? Pretty ballsy way to announce your expansion. In-game, the content telling you. What? You just go ahead and burn out there, my friend. Let's see if we're making any progress here. I thought mining was, yeah, mining ore. Okay, yeah, we were 15 of like 100 in, I think. So we are now in an appropriate zone map for getting Living World, sorry, not Living World, for getting Chapter 3 of the Adventure Guide to kick in. The other one I've been watching was, I believe she used to be Boba Jenny, and now she's just Jenny. Not sure what she normally plays, but she is new into Guild Wars 2 as well. I just enjoy watching people, especially people who obviously, they stream, they've played a shitload of games over the years, watching them discover Guild Wars 2. Is fun for me. Ding 57. That come with hero points? It did come with hero points. Time to train more virtues. Because I'm so damned virtuous. You know. And stuff. Let's talk to Sentinel Chagrin Doom Chaser. Really, you know, I bet he has no idea what he'd do if he ever caught a Doom. Oh, I'm a Doom Chaser. Oh, really? Ever caught one? Well, no. Why is that obstructed?
You've driven them off for now.
There's one thing I did want to do. I did want to change up my offhand. I don't remember which main hand, one-handed main hand, is good Kandi. Axe. I thought Axe might be it. Yeah, Axe is it. So Axe Torch in the offhand would probably be good. That's a really terrible Axe. We'll try that again. Axe and Torch. So now we're Condi damage and Condi damage. I don't think my armor is particularly Condi focused, but I have been trying to get Condi stuff. I suppose these guys are... No, they're definitely not going to count. The little heart icon is going. Yeah, this is one of those hearts where if there's multiple people running around, it can be a real pain in the ass.
Any news?
Feel the fury.
Come on, I left it for you, dude. But he finished it. Alright, now you can whack that one and you can get credit for it too. You see, I'm a nice guy. Okay, that's... I'm occasionally a nice guy. Okay, I'm not always an insufferable asshole. Sometimes, sure. But I mean, come on. Who isn't?
I got one.
And I will yoink this one back to... Oh, I was going to drag it back to him, but I don't have to. Stupid. Ugly bag of mostly water. Ascalonian weapons. Yeah, I think it's the Ascalonian weapons.
Feel the fury.
All right. An old Ascalonian mace. Nobody popped up.
Time to do some real damage.
A bloodstone-crazed beast has appeared. Well, I can't handle it by myself. I have no idea how many people are in this map. So I'm not just going to run off higgledy-piggledy. I mean, higgledy maybe, but not piggledy. I have standards. Which may come as a surprise to regulars here.
Feel the fury.
Alright, Artisan of Arms, Guardian's Pistol completed. An Abomination weapon box, always welcome.
Sweet, sweet loot.
I got some sweet, sweet loot. Always welcome. Daggers, no.
This is the only proper course.
Well, if you believe my copper-fed salvage-o-matic, this is the only proper course. I do not find him a credible witness, however. We want more ore. Fix me up.
You buying something?
And I'd like to sell some stuff. Some crap. Do we have a vendor here? Doesn't look like we got a regular vendor. Looking to buy enhancement. Because I need to kill critters while under an enhancement effect. Not male enhancement. I don't need that. Okay? Let's be real clear about that. That's not needed. I thought there was a heart back there. Did I miss it? No. Oh, no, I didn't. Another waypoint. Oh, we've got a heart. This is the Skritt heart.
You need my help? He wasn't fit for this post anyway.
Don't have any enhancements. That's unfortunate. Alright. Skritt's got to go. So the Skrittomancer, I'm sorry, Antiquary, is an amusing spec. Doesn't actually like make any sense, but it is an amusing spec. Summoning Skritt to find shinies for you that you then use as weapons. Lore-wise, it makes no sense. I have no objection to a random, high random factor spec, but I do expect, they will reduce the amount of randomness in it, because a lot of people aren't going to like it. But certainly from a lore point of view, it makes no goddamn sense at all.
Watch yourself in there. I think they've already set up defenses.
I'm not a huge lore monkey or anything, so I expect I'll play it and find it amusing. Why is that enormous big gun thing shooting at me? I don't actually remember the big enormous gun thing shooting. Oh, there's an event. Okay, that explains it.
Time to do some real damage. Feel the fury!
Yep, we're just murdering Skritt. It's not nice, but hey. Kicking over their Skritt shiny things, which is really kind of
After them.
a dirty trick. I mean,
Time to do
that's
some real damage.
their personal belief system. Okay, we can grab the turret parts. Grab a couple. Make sure we turn those in so that we get at least some credit for the event.
Sentinel reporting.
Yay, I have contributed too. I'm a helper. That's just who I am. 505 sword.
Feel the fury!
2 505 swords.
Now I shall break you.
Yes, yes, I know one was coming to bust me
Time
up.
to do some real damage.
More turret parts. Well, we'll just drop those off too.
Sentinel reporting.
There we go. I gave him 6. I gave him plenty of turret parts. That's probably even enough for a gold. Gylar, hate belly.
I'm hearing rumors of inquests poking around near Brand.
Does that mean like he eats hate? That his belly is filled with hate towards, who knows, food? That he hates his own belly and wants to lose a little weight? That he hates bellies that belong to other people? That he hates a person who is nicknamed Belly? I just, we don't have the information we need to correctly assess whether he's crazier.
Now you suffer.
But he is a char, so the default value would be crazy. Hate belly. I mean, I obviously am not overly fond of my belly because it's a lot smaller than it used to be. Which is probably a good thing for my health.
Hey, what are you doing out here?
What am I doing out here? I'm fighting you, as a matter of fact.
Let's do this before the brand pukes something else out on us.
Yes, all of those bleeds and all the being on fire. Yeah, that's me.
That was satisfying, but I have to get back on watch.
Won't anyone help
The
me?
air has thickened.
Please. My partner's in trouble. Deep, deep inquest trouble.
Sorry. Not interested in the inquest. There's a meat rack. There's a meat rack. I don't have some meat. Why do I have no meat? I picked up nothing. I'm carrying a big, enormous chunk of meat, but I have nothing I can do with it. None of my buttons. All I can do is drop my enormous hunk of meat, which really does sound a little bit untidy. Well, that's 36 out of 36. Maybe it's only 50 I've got to pick up of the ore samples, because that was good for another level. 3 today. Enough points for another virtue? No, not quite. Oh, missed a heart. The hell heart did I miss back here? There's the event. See, the repair parts. Said I'd get a gold. Got a gold. Oh, it's the inquest. Yeah, it's the inquest. The inquest lab. The inquest are, they're jerks. The spy kit? I don't think I've ever used the spy kit before.
Feel the fury.
I have dodged one of 3 attacks. Oh, console's already open. And they busted up everything already. All the stuff I wanted to bust up. Have they busted up this one? No, they have not. Damn it. Gee, could you drop a slightly larger ground effect? That only filled up the entire room. Inquest.
Time to do some real damage.
Sadly, running a condition build suboptimal in the old content because random things that you might want to damage in the world are not damageable. They do not take Condi damage. So, for instance, if there's a nice big wooden door you want to get through, you can't burn it. So I was quite annoyed by that back when I was playing my mostly fire-focused elementalist.
Begin destruction protocol.
My first main in the game was an Ellie. Pretty common, actually. A lot of people, their first character is elementalist because it seems pretty straightforward, right? I'm going to throw fire. Oh, I'm also going to throw earth and air and water. Oh, cool. Dagger
Won't
Ellie
anyone help me?
was my first character, or at least my first main. I will be avoiding the champion Imbued Aberration as it's a champion and I'm not. I can safely assure you they would kick my fanny. You know, on some specs, on some classes, I feel I know the class well enough. I can take on a fair number of champions. Certainly not all. And while Guardian is the class I know best, this is a Guardian, I do not know these weapons especially well. Axe Torch I know decently well, but pistols I'm still kind of grokking. Oh, and by grokking, I'm referring to the original meaning before Elon Musk shat on it.
Feel the fury.
I've dodged again. Got more XP for that. We'll get a hero point by communing with this place of power. Kind of a hippy-dippy thing, communing, but okay. We should be able to train up another virtue point. What do we got? Like 24 more points, and we'll finish to that third line. In 13 levels, we'll get to equip the third spec line. 9 levels after that, be able to equip an elite spec line, should we so choose. This one will probably end up being, this character will probably end up being a Luminary, the new spec for Guardian that is coming October 28th with the new expansion. Visions of Eternity. We don't know a lot about it. We know 7 of the specs, and with good information about 6 of them. We still don't know what spec Revenant and Engineer are getting. We know the one spec they still have to demo that we do have is Evoker, which is the new Elementalist spec, which appears to be some sort of summoning. I'm hoping for pets that stick around, as opposed to the temporary pets they get with the elemental summoning, or that pet as a visual effect, where in essence, instead of throwing a fireball, you throw a flaming fox that runs at something and explodes, just like it's a fireball. hoping that's what we don't get. In here, we've got separatists. Hiding away in a very well-lit cave. I have to give them that. It's a nice cave. Yeah, I got all three. Burn. Actually, they are burning, so yeah. Literally burn, and also figuratively burn. I'll grab the explosives. Well, it's explosive powder.
Feel the fury.
Laser Ridge steps completion, another
You'll
level.
be feeling that one for days.
We're going to steal more of their explosive powder. Where did he come from? I don't know where he came from, but I do know where he's going. Heck. He's going to heck. I don't think that's enough powder to finish it off, but we'll find out. Bring this out to the heart NPC. We'll give him what we've got. I brought some explosive powder. Not quite. Not particularly close, actually. We are now level 59. That's 4 levels today. New boots, new pants, new gloves. We're going to go with the new pants. But this also does mean a new item of attire is new random dies.
Affirmative.
We can hope for something a little bit nicer than the previous. Because it's kind of ugly. Dies. Random, here we go. Oh, that's appalling. We've got Clove, Frost Breeze, and Persephone. Not sure why Persephone would be that color, but okay. If you prefer the non-Greek pronunciation, Persephone. Run over here. We'll drop the symbol down. And let them have both barrels, literally, because I have 2 guns. So, both barrels. It's also a jumping puzzle back here somewhere, I do believe. Oh, we've got another player. It is a Necro. No. Yeah, Minion Mancer. Minion Mancer Necro. And I need one more. Hi, Separatist Basher.
Time to do some real. And feel the fury.
But I just set you on fire and bleed you, and then I just take off. Okay? I believe through there is the jumping puzzle. I did a jumping puzzle yesterday. You can't expect me to do a jumping puzzle every day. That's not how this works. I mean, you know, it's not like I write the rules around here. Actually, I entirely do. So I'm just not all that great at JPs. I'm okay at jumping puzzles. Not terrible. But my memory about the one back there, if that is the correct place, if I'm remembering correctly, is that that one's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, this is a terrible heart. Everyone hates this heart. Now, there's supposed to be some trick to going around behind, and you can get it done really, really fast. I've tried following the instructions people have given for it. It never works for me. What's going on here? I don't have... just give me the... Yeah. So what it is, oh God, I hope to God we can all access the flag, because if he turns it off, I don't get a chance to, oh, he just walked right by it. I'm going to assume that's because he had already turned it off like that. And once you get spotted, you have to go back and get stealth again. It's just dumb. It's not fun. Every map has a few hearts that just suck. And in the never-ending quest for, hey, which heart is the worst in the game? This one is usually the winner. I don't consider this to be the worst heart, but it is usually the winner. That guy's going to spot me. Oh, yep, there it is. It's just a terrible piece of design. And it's one that now that they should just change the number of points. Yeah, you hate this one, Snoopy? Yeah, everyone hates this one. And it's another one of these that the amount of hate it generates could be vastly reduced if you got a lot more progress for flipping a flag. You know, if they just gave us more heart completion for flipping the flag, people would hate it that much less. That's my problem with the ones that I hate the most. It's not necessarily mechanical. It's just that they take so long because they've got so many moving parts. But this one is hands down always the winner of which one do you hate most contests. I didn't get credit for that. How nice. I got there, I pressed the button, didn't get credit. Really, there's a point value associated with everything you do in a heart that gives you progress. And all they have to do is take one intern and tell them to refactor these by small amounts. And it would improve so many of the bad hearts in the game. And that is literally a line of code. I know we game players like to say, oh, that's got to be easy. Well, this one would be easy. There's a line of code that says when you flip a flag in here, get this much percentage completion. It's a number. Change the number from, I don't know, 8%. I'm guessing that it's 8%, to 12%. People will still hate it, but they'll hate it a third less. But every time the question comes up in Reddit, this one's always the winner or loser, depending on how you choose to define that. This one's been a pretty good run here, as I've gotten a bunch of the flags. How you're supposed to get that flag that's got the seeker right next to it, I have no idea. I'm going to get seen right now. There we are. I mean, make no mistake, it's one I strongly dislike, but there are ones I hate much more. There are worse ones. The ones where if anyone else is doing it, basically you can't. Those ones are the worst. Where they don't have open tapping. You know, you whack a mob in this game and it dies, you get XP. Everyone who whacks it gets XP. That's open tapping. And a lot of... Nope, I'm caught. A lot of the... most hearts in this game are the same way. They have the equivalent of open tapping. If there's a thing you need to click, everyone gets to click it. Not this, or not a lot of them. Some of them only one person can click a thing at a time, and those are the worst. But this one's in the running, and I'm certainly not going to disagree with those who hate this one. They're not wrong. And the fact you have to converse with this guy every time just makes it more insultingly bad. Don't see me. Yay! Heart complete! I'm free! Free, do you hear me? Possible that was a slight exaggeration, but not much. It's really bad. It's genuinely bad. We've got a couple of more mining nodes, and we're working on that for Chapter 3 of the
Time to do some real damage.
advancement guide. Which, if you're new to the game, I do recommend using as a guide, not just to speed up your leveling, but to learn game concepts as well. There's the mining complete. That's what it's really important for, is getting the game concepts. Things like, break bars, which is something they never used to teach us about the game. You see a mob, usually some sort of boss mob or tougher mob, and they have a blue bar underneath their health bar. That's the break bar. What that is if you do crowd control sufficiently to that creature, that bar is completely unfilled, emptied out, you will stun that creature. Usually. Always the creature will get some negative effect, sometimes a significant negative effect, and usually you'll be able to do extra damage to that critter for some length of time. It is key for a lot of the open world, bosses and champions and the like. Some of them, especially some of the more powerful mobs in the game, have extremely powerful effects. And they'll have a big wind-up for their extremely powerful effects, and you need to break bar them, or it's going to go off and wipe everybody out. Wiping everybody out, generally something you want to avoid, if possible. I grabbed a chicken. Gotta put the chicken in the cage. It puts the chicken in the cage or it gets the hose again.
I must teach.
Sorry.
It must obey. Attack, attack, attack. Each one makes us stronger. Again, again, and again. That's it. That's how you do it.
All right, and this is just random. Wow, I have gone 0 for 2. Each case having to click all 3. There are 3 choices. It's random. That time the second one was what needed to be clicked. I don't think there's any point in trying to outthink it. I think it's completely random. So just click whatever feels good. If it feels good, click it. So in 2 cases or 3 cases, it took me all 3. And in 2 cases, it's taken me 2. to train them. The vulture raptors. Hey, this one liked the treat. How nice. That one didn't like the treat. That one didn't like being threatened either. Kicking dirt on it got its attention.
Your pet looks different. You give it a bath or something?
A bath?
Seems kind of mean that those are the options, but I'm not an ogre who's training my hatchling, which actually sounds a bit, dirty. Depending on how you were to do it, of course. Juvenile lashtail. No. I guess we could steal the juvenile lashtail if we were a ranger, or not. Unskilled ogre.
I feel better.
You feel better. I set you on fire. Why on earth would you feel better?
You are welcome here. Get your fighting muscles ready. Thanks. I feel so alive.
He feels alive. I've never been set on fire, personally. I don't think that would be my reaction, but I can't say for certain.
I must teach. It
That was dumb.
Attack, attack, attack.
Didn't want to exit out of that, you dumbass. Me, I'm the dumbass. You're not the dumbass. Well, at least I don't think you're a dumbass. I hope not. Like, almost none of them have liked the treats, which is disappointing. You'd think that, oh, okay, well, a couple in a row liked the treats. I mean, threatening it seems a bit mean. Kicking dirt on it, particularly mean. I missed a hero point to the north. Is that the... like the giant boars or something? I can't remember what the hell exactly they are. It is that waypoint that I thought it was. Marmox? Something like that. Yeah, Marmox. Big Marmox and like two small Marmoxes. Marmoxen? Marmoxies?
Have at you! Feel the fury!
Kill shot.
I didn't kill it. That wasn't a kill shot. That had to have been the other character, other player there. Tunabog. No, sorry, Trunabog. My bad. He's a char, so yeah, that's why he goes kill shot. A little bit mental. But then I did say char, so. Why, yes, my character is human. Why would you mention that? My normal approach to doing most maps is to either sort of go back and forth along from the bottom of the map to the top of the map, or to go around the outside. In this particular case, I've gone around the outside. That's another level for me. That is Ding 60. That's 5 levels tonight. $15. Well, More virtues. We got 16 points left, something like that. 16 points left. Then we'll have virtues ready to slot in 11 levels when our third spec slot opens up. More ogres. They're always just causing so many problems. You know? Eliminate ogres and ogre pets. What a surprise. They just are just a raft of problems. All right, Whiptail Devourer. I don't think I'm even going to get any credit for this one. Nope, doesn't count. Oh, another one. No, or maybe the same one. Did it, like, burrow into the earth or something like that? Cheater. Freaking cheater. Coming in on the ogres.
Feel the fury.
Yeah, that's faster down there. That's the right place. You want to get to that little settlement, whatever the hell they want to call it.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Destroying the stuff in here is much faster advancement. In the heart, destroying the building, stuff. Also destroying
Feel the fury.
any ogre foolish enough to challenge myself, and I'm Cookie Monster, the other person here, who evidently is Cookie Monster. I'm going to choose to believe him, even though he is in fact an Asura. Does seem to be maybe a little bit on the short side to be Cookie Monster, but we never really saw how big he was without someone's hand up his ass. So it's hard to know for sure. That is kind of true for most of us, though. Really, really can't tell how tall somebody is, you know, unless you see them without someone's hand up their ass. Well, this part is already done. We've got the PoE over here with the separatists with their cannons. That's a heart as well. Yep. Again, the cannon don't take condition damage. I think it's fair that they don't take poison or fire damage, but on the other hand,
I'm bleeding.
one of the things that would have been nice if they had done away with at some point after the game launch. Yeah, just saying. little.
Feel the fury.
That's right. Stand off at a damn distance and throw crap at me. Well, I can do that too, except I'm not even standing at a distance. I'm standing in your face and setting you on fire. It's going to take forever to open this gate, isn't it? Ooh, 4% a shot. Come on, reading it. Refactor. All right, let's res some dead guys. Maybe not dead, but I mean, I'm sure they've felt better. Hey, where are you running off to? Probably running off someplace to get yourself killed. So hard to get good help these days. Missed me.
Feel the fury.
We will destroy the trebuchet operator and then the treb. I am 67% done with this map. Steel Eye Span. That's an old guy music joke. Quiet down there.
Feel the fury.
Heavy metal thunder. Let's res Engineer Keen Gear. His gear is really keen. I'm not sure if that's saying that it's sharp or it's nifty. More bad guys coming? Why, yes. Are you done? Engineer Keen Gear. There he is. He's done. Didn't finish out the heart, but a good chunk of it. Building a fortress out of solid metal seems a bit spendthrifty. You know? I mean, that can't be good economic sense.
Feel the fury.
I have defeated 25 out of 25 Elder Dragon minions. And I think that's probably like tier 2 out of 3. Alright, he's inside fighting the Devourers in their nests. They're still in there, in which case we've got a flamethrower. We can destroy the Devourers' nests. That'll teach them what for. A little flamethrower action.
Congratulations to me.
That's another level for me. 61. Just, you know, you got to be careful with whom you choose to give a flamethrower to. I think that's just common sense, but common sense and char not necessarily belonging in the same sentence. Part complete. Level complete. We're almost finished with our virtues. We are finished with virtues. So we have all of our skills. We have 2 of our spec lines completed. Now I'm going to finish off the last of them. Put that away. Those away. Butter again. Mentioned it before. I just find it slightly disquieting that so many mobs carry around large amounts of butter. 348. It's slightly better, so if it's slightly better, we slightly go with it. We just grab, where was it? There it is. What are we at? 72, something like that? 73% done with the map. POI down here, I think. No. It's a hero point and a heart and a POI and a vista. And you can get your parking validated. Made that last part up. No validations required. All right, I have been turned into a bird. Kind of a man-shaped bird. And I need to kick Grawl asses and, like, destroy their cultural possessions and whatnot. What the shit was that? Why? Nobody threw anything at me. Nobody was angry at me. Like busting up Grawl supplies. Yeah, so I'm a psychotic bird person. Just destroying everything that the Grawl hold dear. Another species of sentient life, and we're just
Smash them!
smashing them. I mean, they're not tidy or particularly attractive like some of the other races, but mass murder seems a bit much of an overreaction. I mean, if you discriminate against all of the non-basic 5 races, is that discrimination? Pretty sure yes.
Swarm them!
Oh, good. I love being CC'd multiple times in a row. That's one of my favorite things in every game ever. Also, I'm lying. I hate it. Alright. We have finished off that heart. I'll just let you die. Well, we go down here and we've got the POI and Hero Point. We are now, what, 81? 81% done with the map. Pretty good guesstimation. And by pretty good, I mean spot on the nose. Deserter Flats. And now we will be up. Event successful. Attacked Tok'ra of Iron. A bird that runs like a monkey. It actually runs in sort of a weird, more human than monkey, but not quite just human. Imagine a football running back if he wasn't carrying a ball, so sort of hunched over. We have another POI and another hero point. Get us about 84, possibly 85. Ah, hello, Tole. Took a sec. Ooh, 86. That's even better. Brief Gnomes is an old friend and guildie of mine.
Feel the fury.
From Latro, but we've been playing a lot of Dune Awakening, as you might have noticed if you've watched my streams in the last month. It's basically from, what, July 5th for a month? No, June 5th for a month. Plus, I streamed that for like 5 weeks.
That had to hurt.
If you enjoy survival crafting type games, it's a really good one. Now, the end game area plays very different from the rest of the game. But I don't want to say the starting area, the main game area of Haga Basin, which is a good 80 plus hours, I would say, to get through with that. More if you take your time the way I did. Is an absolute blast if you like those types of games.
This is getting serious.
What the heck? Oh, reflecting projectiles. I was blowing myself up. Still am. Still blowing myself up. Out of combat. If I could start regenerating. Thank you. I believe it's $50 for the base version of the game. So, like I said, if you enjoy that type of game, I think it's a really good one. I would say it has outdistanced my previous favorite of Nightingale.
Time to do some real damage.
Certainly I put in more time. Part of it is also the IP. The IP is treated respectfully. Wow, am I not getting much progress from killing these ghosts? I know there's a puzzle about the mysterious stones, too. I can't remember which order you've got to click them in. And so I can't get the optimal points, which is doing that. German probably must be connected in some way. Yeah, and you have to find the soft voice. Begin with the stone that is the first to be touched by each new sun. Okay, well, sun rises in the east, right? So theoretically, it should be the one in the east, but I don't know. Maybe it's the ones further up the hill. That would actually make more sense, at least to me. Yeah, so that's not the first one. Which makes no freaking sense. So is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Which one is it? No idea. Should be one of those. Wasn't. Oh, there's an event ongoing for collecting the artifacts and bringing those back to an NPC. Those should count. Not much, but they did count. Yeah, there's another one of those hearts. It's just perfectly good idea and just takes way too freaking long. Yep, begin with the stone that's the first to be touched by the new sun. I have touched all of these. Yeah, no idea. Actual no idea. I think I've touched all of them. All right. West, east. Over there. I'd hit this one. Why have you entered this go? Find the stone in the shadow of a pan beginning with me and ending with you. In other words, Melandro.
Feel the fury.
Stone of Melandro. Where's Melandro? Here. Should be this one. Outside the two lines which slice into the circle. Two lines that slice into the circle. Outside the two lines. That one? No, not that one. Grab a couple more of these. Artifacties. Mysterious stone. Oh, there we go. We can throw those away. Ooh, new helmet, maybe? Drum roll. No, it's not as good as what we already have. Sad. I mean, not like sad. Art complete. What are we? Almost 90%. 88%. We have 3 waypoints we still need to find. 3 waypoints. That doesn't seem likely. 1 vista and 2 hearts. Well, some of it's up north. We're going to head that way. Northeastish. Northwest. Southwest? waypoint. Well, one of the hearts is up here. It's the harpies. That's harpies. Not herpes. Herpes is easier to get rid of. I missed it. It's fine, though. Not sure how, but I missed it. We do have a waypoint over here. Some people are presumably waiting for the Shatterer event, which is in a while. I don't think that's coming up soon. We have a Vista and a Heart. The Heart is killing branded creatures again. We are 94% done. There's I think the last of the waypoints. That's 96% done. Sadly, no event going on right now. That event speeds things up enormously for killing the branded as they deliver themselves. Breaking those count? Yeah, that does give us. Some progress. Let's stand outside the circle of bad and res the poor fellow. It's a clue. Don't stand inside the circle of bad. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not going to tell you no, but maybe no. And that guy now just fell over. Okay, well, I get to res him again. He was just standing there and went, ugh. Nothing was fighting him or attacking him or anything of the sort. He just went, ugh. Which I'm fine with. I get credit for resing him again in this one. Either one of those guys going to just fall over again?
Feel the fury.
Did I actually give myself fury? I did. I gave myself fury. So feel the fury was literal. Collected artifacts. That was a silver medal. Participation medals. We kids love them. Spoiler, not actually a kid. Kids behave like children, have charm. I behave like a child and have no charm. That's the difference. That's another level. We are now level 62. That is 7 levels tonight. Walnut dye. It doesn't. It's not good for metal, but it's a pretty decent dye. Wrong. Right. We will mail this off to our friend Faye. And if she doesn't have it, it goes into the guild bank. We have a heart over there. Titus Taterhead. That one was not an in-game character. That was a player character. Titus Taterhead. And I'm perfectly okay with that name. Gotta say, this is the Harpies, all right. That ranger has named their lynx Jinx, Jynx. I approve of that name. That is a solid name. Also,
I'll be feeling that one for days.
I feel it is incumbent upon any ranger who loves their pets to name their pets. If your pet is named Juvenile whatever it is, that's not good. However, if your pet is named, say, Juvenile Lynx when it's a MOA, I'm okay with that. Messing with your pets, that's perfectly acceptable. Come on, you jerk. You flew off. God. And never came back. Oh, there he is. They finally came back. To shoot things at me from far away. And then vanish again. Oh, lovely.
Feel the fury.
They have the most awful death sounds.
My children, attack!
Harpy feathers. I wonder what they use the harpy feathers for. Do they send the harpy feathers back to the harpies by attaching them to arrows that they then use to kill the harpies? That would be dark. Hi, Woad. Woad. Oh, that really doesn't worth much. Progress.
Time to do some real damage.
Fine, knock me back. You knock me back, I get up again. You're never going to keep me back. Oh, but the cripple. Oh my god, the cripple. Flock to you? You just ran away.
Feel the fury. Time to do some real damage.
That's the heart done, and the map completion. Dun, 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 dun. Now, the big reveal. Not that big, really. Will we get a key? I have been getting really screwed on not getting keys over the last couple of weeks. I've probably done 15 maps. I have 2 keys, and it's about 1 in 3, so I should have had 5. I'm due. I got a key.
All shiny.
It's all shiny. I even said so myself just then. 463 daggers. I can't use daggers. I can't use daggers.
Now I shall break you.
Anyone care to assist me with a project? An experiment to benefit us
Right, put all that stuff away. We will now teleporty to Mistlock Sanctuary. We will grab a Black Lion chest. I will detail all of the lovely things we might win and won't. Because I haven't gotten an uncommon or better in a very long time, which is about a 10% chance. So that one, at least, there's more of a reason for me not having obtained one and yet still complaining about it. Hey, everybody's got to have a niche, and mine is complaint. I'm very, very good at it. The complaining thing. Okay, this is a Black Lion chest. When we open it, we are guaranteed to get a Black Lion statuette and find a Black Lion die canister, yellow. We will get 2 commons. Good ones are always the unlocks and sometimes the dies. The crafting bags are okay because I still would like to make some more legendaries. There are also some things that are not very useful for me at all. Transmutation charges, I have about 1,500 as an example. Teleport to friend, not that great. I have no friends. That's not strictly speaking true. I just seldom use them. Most of the time because I can teleport to the nearest teleport place, which isn't far away. We have a 10% chance of getting an uncommon or better. The Mystical Beast set have the sort of shimmery, shiny visual. Sort of slightly blurry and kind of cool. There is the Valkyrie's Champion Helm skin, which I would be okay wearing on this character, actually. I'd alter the dyes, but yeah, that would work for a heavy character wearing heavy armor, sure. The Regenerative Chamber Chair, which I don't know where the human or other humanoid goes. I assume inside the tube. I don't know if they're squatting, standing, sitting on the floor. I have no idea. Maybe they're perched carefully on the control panel. Don't know. The rares are the Void Corrupted set, a set which is bittersweet because I was going to pick up all of these and promptly forgot. So I have like 1 or 2. They're good in a dark edgelord kind of way. They are black and smoky and shimmery with sort of a water on oil visual color scheme. The corruption, you know. And then the super rares, which of course I'll never get. So, I will click open. We will get a common here, and hopefully a 5th box to appear. That will be an uncommon. That is about 10% of the time. Not counting on that. Here we go. Nope. Perhaps the single worst, least fun thing, 1 gold. Seriously, how can you get any less fun than that? So we'll sell it because you'll note it's junk. It's just junk that sells for a gold. We will drop the die canister and the Black Lion statuette into the bank. And then we'll see what we got in the die kit. Die pack. Die kit. If memory serves, in the Glints pack, I have 3 of the exclusives I don't have. In this game, I have all of the common dies, I have all of the uncommon dies, I have all of the rare dies. I do not have all of the exclusive dies. In this kit, I do not have that, or that. So if we get an exclusive, we have a 50-50 chance. There are 6 of those, 25 total. So a 24% chance that I will get an exclusive and a 12% chance it'll be one I don't have. Here we go. It is rare, which means I already have it. Blue sky die. It's not great on metal, but then heavy. A lot of the heavy armor sets, they don't die particularly well unless you're dying in metallics. Is it of any particular value? I'm going to guess less than 20 silver. Way less. 3 1/4 silver. So this one will also get sent off to my friend Faye. When she gets back from her business trip, we'll be able to go through all the dice I sent her and use the ones she ain't got and drop the rest in the guild bank for anyone else to glom onto hungrily. Preferably while saying om nom nom. Alright, we put away that. We'll sell the silk scraps. Not that they're going to sell for much. There's a lot of silk in the game. We will sell the softwood logs. Because I have no need for softwood. I have plenty of that. Wait, no, I mean, that was a joke. Iron. That actually sells for a pretty decent price. Yeah, 40 silver there. Almost half a gold. The Superior Rune of the Sunless. That comes from Tequatl.
I could outrun a centaur.
We also did get the Abomination box for finishing off, I think, pistols. Pistol achieve for killing stuff with pistols. And if you haven't seen these are adorable. So, for instance, here's the axe. It's just so cute with the tentacles and the eye. It's, I believe the phrase the kids use is totes adorbs. They are power, precision, Condi, expertise weapons. So good for for condition builds. And also good for being creepy as bleep. They're awesome. I like these ones. You'll note not only the tentacles moving, they kind of throb and grow. It's, yeah. It's a vibe. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I'd like to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for hanging out tonight on a Friday evening. At least where I am. It's Friday evening here in the lovely and scenic San Francisco Bay Area. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I'm assuming with more Guild Wars 2 leveling. This guy's got a ways to go before he's done. 62, we got 7 levels today. Probably 2 days unless we manage to finish out the 3rd tier of the character adventure guide, which we're relatively close to. We need 3 more. We need 1 more event. 12? No. Defeated 2? You know. 52 or 62 more dragon minions to finish that one off. And that would be that, and then defeating enemy factions, Centaur, Sons of Slanir, Inquest, Nightmare Court, or Flame Legion enemies. And that is another, what, 100? Another 100. Yeah, those are... Kill and many items is always kind of not fun. Anyway, we can almost certainly finish out of that. Is that 10? Oh my god, that's 10 too. So we're not particularly close on any of those, but it is possible we may finish those out tomorrow, which will give us a big chunk of XP. Moves on to 4, where presumably some of these we've already filled out. That would be a big XP boost. When we did it yesterday or the day before, it gave us 7 levels when we finished out Adventure Guide Volume 2, because we had 7 of Adventure Guide Volume 3 already done. And so it immediately gave us the last bit of 2, the bonus for 2, and the bonus for 7 of the 13 required for 3, and that was a big XP bango bash bunch of XP. But probably 2 more days to finish out the leveling and then gear it up, get some hero points, because eventually this one's probably going to grow up and be the new Guardian spec of Luminary, coming October 28th to a computer near you, maybe not your computer, but I'm sure some computer in the general vicinity of you is likely to have the new expansion. So I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday evening or possibly Saturday morning. And I insist you have a kick-ass weekend. Also, I will expect complete reports on everything you've done on your kick-ass weekend on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great rest of your evening or day. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.